Today we're talking to you about the 3 or 4, depending on how much I ramble, common faults we see with people coming in with pain while doing a hang clean, power clean, and whatnot. So there's a few different things that are causing different forces throughout the body that we typically see when we're breaking it down. The first one is that while we do want to squat the clean more than a deadlift position, some people squat too much, meaning instead of kind of being here, they're more so starting like this. And as you can see, like, that's just not ideal. We're way too upright, not able to generate a ton of force here, but also very commonly in that position, I had to give a little break to my quads. We're seeing the knees too far forward. Now, if I were to clean like this, I'd either tear my shins up or my knees, which doesn't feel good, but also as you straighten, you're gonna start to kind of RDL that thing. The bar's gonna come forward because you gotta clear the knees, put more stress on your low back, and then you gotta come back and through. So we're not only tearing up our shins with that first fault, we're also moving the bar more forward, and we want ideally a straight bar path, okay? So again, we have to clear the knees, which is gonna put more stress here, kind of extend, and then pop through, okay? That's typically fault number one. The second one we see is people around their back too much. So we're gonna be down in that squat. We're here, and then instead of keeping things tight, as we come up to clear the knees, they pull either too much weight or just some incomplete mechanics somewhere. They pull, and they start to round, and then come up. That even bothered my back a little bit, not gonna lie. So what we want, obviously keep everything tight, core engaged, but we start to round as we pull. That's no good, and that's gonna cause a lot of issues. The last fault we see is throughout the pull, especially as the bar hits mid-thigh, we see a lot of people start to extend their neck, okay? So they're gonna be in that clean, everything else can be pretty good. They pull, and they pop their head up, okay? We don't want that. Obviously, that's gonna bother your neck a little bit, but you lose a ton of force production with that. So outside of those 3 or 4 common faults we see, gotta break those down, find the underlying issue, build it back up. That's typically what we'll see.